Hi Aries, welcome to your July 2021 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aries. This will not resonate with every Aries that watches this message. Also, as this reading is general, not every single message in this reading may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Aries, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in Aries. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Aries and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the most. Alright Aries, let's get into this. Alright Aries, let's get into this. So for this reading, I am tuning into an energy that's in or around your energetic field that has romantic feelings and intentions towards you at this time. Let's see what's going on in your love life and what you need to know about it right now in this moment for July. Ooh, okay. One fell on the ground. Give me one moment. Okay, so, sorry about that. Ooh, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, or you're going through a separation right now. You are separated from this person at this moment, but the passion is still alive. The passion is still intense. When they think about you, all they have is pure fire for you. You could be dealing with another Aries perhaps, or another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius. And it's hard to keep this separation. You know, you both think about each other. You both have been recently been having, I don't know why I'm getting dreams. You've recently dreamt of this person, or they dreamt of you, or, you know, reciprocated, right? But the feelings for you have not died throughout the separation. And for whatever reason, whenever this separation has occurred, you know, I do feel a lot of regrets here, because I'm even looking at this imagery. And it's like this person doesn't want to fully let go of the other person's hand. I feel someone walked away from this without really wanting to, but feeling like they were running from it other than fighting for it. You know, because this person's also in armor here, right? And it's like they fleed, Aries, because the chemistry between the two of you was strong. The passion between the two of you was strong. And yeah, there was romantic feelings here that I feel that they just denied and suppressed, and was all too much for whatever reason they made up in their own head. But under that was also reconciliation too. So someone's been thinking about having a reconciliation with you. Someone's been hoping to have a reconciliation with you. And man, they ever since they've walked away, or ever since this has ended for whatever reason, you've been on their mind since, and clearly still for them to be showing up in this reading. Man, let's go ahead and pull the tarot. Ten of Pentacles. Crossing that reading. Okay, let me pull out the other cards. Yeah, wow, Aries, they walked away from their Ten of Pentacles, or what they could have had the Ten of Pentacles with you. Or they were afraid of this becoming so much more than what they were ready for. But you can't run away from this. You can't hide from feelings. You can't just pretend like they're not there. And really what's crossing this and what still is on their mind about you, Aries, is that whether they're realizing too late or they've known this all along, they could truly only feel like they can have this 10 of Pentacles with you. Complete fulfillment, complete prosperity. But also what made them run away was maybe the thought of commitment. The thought of giving oneself completely and all to a connection was just something they didn't think they were ready for. But instead of trying it, instead of going for it, they ran from it. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. Aries energy. Some of you could possibly, again, be dealing with another Aries perhaps. Does not have to be the case in order for this to resonate. Wow. This honestly feels like a chasing, or if it's not a chasing, I'll explain that in a second here, but it's like this is soulmate energy to an extent of you guys were meant to have something and you were very, very close to achieving it and getting it there, and then they pulled back, or they just weren't ready to make that final jump. They weren't ready to fully fulfill that contract with you. And I feel now, Aries, if they want this back with you, they're going to have to do the chasing. That, you know, you're not going to put another step towards this, especially if they were the ones to walk away from you. And what hurts the most is that with this 4 of Wands, like, this really was something you thought was going to be solidified, that there was no doubt of how they felt about you, what you guys were meant for each other. And with the 4 of Wands, this is the 11-11 card. And, you know, I don't know if you've been seeing 11-11 quite frequently. Maybe your birthday is April 11th for some of you. But you know, if you were left with no reason as to why they ran, why they walked away, they weren't honest with themselves. They weren't honest with what they felt for you. And instead of facing it, they thought it was just easier to run and hide. I don't know who this is for, but I'm picking this up on for someone, and so this is a message for someone out there. Someone could have found out that they were pregnant, or that they were expecting a child, and the other person ran from that. But that's not for everyone, probably for a very few amount of you. But really, I get this feeling of they're afraid of commitment. They're afraid of partnership. They're afraid. I don't know why else you would walk away from the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. And let's just say they really did think that the grass was greener somewhere else with someone else, or just being alone, they were dead wrong. And they're learning that the hard way. Because ever since they left, or ever since you walked away, or whatever the situation is, they haven't been able to stop thinking about you, stop having feelings for you. And they may even been trying to stop. They may have been trying to just completely block you out of their minds, out of their heart, but they know that you are the one they could have had it all with. Someone could be vegetarian, I'm picking up on, or gluten-free, I'm hearing for someone out there. I don't know why. And someone could also often wear a specific denim jacket. But yeah, this is what's crossing the separation here, Aries, is the thought and the fantasy and what could have happened of having the Ten of Pentacles with you. Virgo energy here very strongly, with the Hermit here as well. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo perhaps. And just when, you know, I even feel for some of you, you were dating this person, but if not, if it was just to the brink of being on a commitment, they chickened out. And that has to be with some sort of subconscious belief that they don't deserve the Ten of Pentacles, or they can't have the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe they witnessed relationships from their childhood, divorce, separation, cheating, and they just didn't think that any sort of relationship could ever be taken to a serious type of level, or ever get to a place where there's a happy partnership. And that could just be a deeply rooted belief. But yeah, I really honestly, with all the cards here, they were just afraid of taking that final next step with you. And instead of just going into the unknown and seeing where it lands, they just ran. It seemed too good to be true. Or they were afraid that they couldn't compensate, or they couldn't give enough into this, what you were expecting. Because you expected all. You demanded all. Commitment, devotion, loyalty, to build this Ten of Pentacles. But if, again, Aries, if they were the ones to cut this off with you, to leave you, man, they're regretting it. And they really think that they may have lost it, this potential with you. What's crowning this is the Queen of Wands, Aries energy. I mean, you are a light in their life, or you are this light in everyone's life. You bring joy, you bring happiness. I mean, again, always the Queen of Wands could represent someone who's very sexually attractive, who's hot, sexy. They've used these words to describe you. But the Queen of Wands is the Queen of Life. I mean, honestly, you're the life of the party. You are confident in who you are. You like to show off your body. And this may be just a new version of yourself that you've come into lately. But I just even feel from the moment they saw you, Aries, they had to get to know who you were. Like, they asked people, who is that over there? Like, there was just some sort of intense pull to you. And they still see you that way. They still feel that powerful energy that you exude. That confident energy. And sure, you may not like every single part of your body or every single part of yourself, but you accept it. Or you're coming to that place of acceptance. And someone could wear glasses, but they don't wear glasses in public. They wait till they get home to put them on. And maybe you've been posting a lot on social media. Since you've been single, you maybe have been putting yourself out there, and they're seeing it. Even if they're blocked, they somehow have access to your social media, fake accounts, using other people's accounts. And the passion is still very much there, but it really isn't enough. Because what's rooting this is the King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Someone wants commitment, someone wants stability, someone wants consistency. And someone knows that if they were to reapproach you in this, that's what they have to give. Even for you to give this a second thought, they'd have to come in with completely ready to be the person that you need them to be in a partnership. And they're really thinking now, Aries, that yeah, maybe you really were the person to commit to. And there is a level that happened of immaturity. And now they've realized what that immaturity has fully cost them. And I feel, Aries, with this pull towards you, this separation really is temporary. But whether you'll accept them, that's on the back of their mind. Because whoever left the other person, they know they have a lot to answer for. They have a lot to prove. I'm hearing Bumble. I don't know if you've met this person through Bumble or someone's reactivated Bumble. Maybe the bee has some sort of resonance to you, the bumblebee. But what's also rooting this, that someone's afraid of, should they reappear in the life after the separation, is this even realistic? Can this even happen? With everything they've shown me, they haven't shown me that they can be committed, stable, loyal. How can I even trust this? In the recent past, we have the Hermit card. So Virgo energy. I really do believe, Aries, they thought they would be better off alone. They'd be better off single. That they'd be happiest single, where they don't have to commit to anyone. But the loss of you in their lives has made their life very, very dull, very bland. It hasn't been the same. They still have the memories of you, the thoughts of you, the passion between the two of you that they haven't felt with anyone else. They may have tried to move on with other people. It didn't equivalate to you. And in some ways, if this separation had to happen, they needed to see and recognize within themselves why they sabotaged this, why they pushed you away, why they pushed this potential away between the two of you. And I'm getting, even in the recent past, someone tried to reach out and it went unresponded, it was left on red type of thing. And that was a serious wake-up call for someone. That maybe the flame has died and it's all my fault. Someone's lost a lot of weight too. I don't know, it's not for you, again, it's not for you, but I'm picking up on that as well. But what you need to know about this, Aries, 7 of Swords, Aquarius energy. They ended up playing themselves. They thought they had this all in the bag. They thought that they were the safest by running away, walking away. I even feel for some of you, you felt ghosted by this person. And if it's not ghosted, they just completely left you in the dark. And it's because, Aries, they couldn't be honest with themselves. How could they be honest with you? And it's not an excuse, but this is exactly what was going on in their mind. Maybe in some weird way, it was a belief that they didn't fully deserve what they could have had with you, or what this could have happened between the two of you. And instead of being honest with their feelings, honest with their fears, they ran. Someone's hair could be in braids or have braids. But they really ended up shooting themselves in their own foot. Because now they're left with this regret. They're left with being alone. While I feel, Aries, at first when this happened, you were hurt, you were broken, but look at you now. You're going towards perhaps another person, more potential. You're dating again, you're putting yourself out there again, or you're moving on, or that's how they're seeing you as, and they're still stuck. A lot of regrets. A lot of regrets. And they feel there's unfinished business, but how do I even finish this? How do I even start this when I'm the one that made this such a mess? And I feel right now, despite the odds of you guys, in this moment replying or even giving this time, they're trying to think of a strategy with this. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the 7 of Swords. Because for some, I do feel a strategy that they're trying to do to come back into your life or to recommunicate with you. 5 of Pentacles. King of Cups. Yeah, know this, Aries. They're emotionally unavailable because they weren't emotionally mature. They weren't emotionally ready. Or, they got too much into their feelings. And again, like I said, instead of dealing with them, they left you in the dust, but it ended up shooting themselves. But I feel almost as if they want to reappear, you know, as if nothing happened. They want to, but how realistic is that? Let me get one more card. Ace of Cups. Yeah, know this, Aries. The feelings were too deep for them to handle. That's why they left. That's why they ghosted. And honestly, again, if it's vice versa, if Aries did this to you, then great. But it just feels a bit cowardly. And the High Priestess. Pisces energy, Cancer energy coming through here. And you knew it all along deep down that this was something so much more than what they were willing to admit. You felt the energy, you felt the intensity. And again, dreams have been had about each other or about this person. There's more to this than you see. There's more to this than you know. But I still feel they're hiding it because they're embarrassed of what they've done. They're ashamed of what they've done about this connection. And they're afraid of the rejection too. But to see the likely outcome from this, what's likely to happen, what's likely to unfold, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. But before we go, I am going to pull the Hidden Truth Oracle and see what else is on their mind when they think of you, what they haven't told you, what their hidden truth is. And I'm seeing the letter R, first, middle, last initial. Someone can even have 2 R's in their name. You speak to me through music. Okay, someone could be a musician. But there's a song that they specifically have, or when it comes on, they think of you. Maybe it was your guys' song together. But that's the only way they feel like they can really connect with you is by, like, when they're feeling like they miss you, they just put on music, put on vibes that can make them feel like they're still somewhat connected to you in some way if they have no access to you. And finding out the truth crushed me. Finding out the truth that they ended up playing themselves, that they made the wrong decision, they made the wrong choice by pushing you away, by blocking you out. And now that, is there any other way they can have this happen? Is there any other way they can make this work? Or is the truth of the matter is, this can never happen again. This can never be in the same vibe again. But really the truth that they were so afraid of and what they were too late to realize, that's what really crushed them. The feelings for you. Damn. All right, Aries, to see what's likely to unfold from this, what's likely to happen, will they reach out? Will they make something of this? Or will they let it just continue to burn away? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. If you'd like to join me there, I'm going to overturn this card to see the likely outcome of this and pull some oracle cards as well to just dive deeper into this connection for your highest good, your highest clarity of this all. If you'd like to join me there, open up the description box and you'll find a link to Vimeo, which will take you to the reading. But if this is where we depart, Aries, I hope that this has given you like clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your love life and this connection in particular. If it did, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aries, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aries.